it's your girl HeyParis here, and I'm back at you again with another story time. A lot of you guys are complaining like, where the story time's at, girl? Where the story time's at? I got you. I got a whole bunch more. Don't worry. I ain't run out of story times yet. You know how many jobs I had? You know how many boys I done dealt with? You know how many backstabbing friends have been in my life? Don't worry. I got you. And I just wanted to say, I make these story times so that you guys can see what I experienced in my life and you guys can learn from my mistake. Although it might be entertaining, might be funny to some of you guys, I do want you guys to learn something and know what to do or what not to do if you're ever in a situation that I talk about in one of my story times. Anyways, with that being said, I have a story time that is actually like it pisses me off so much. And this story time does have to do with race. It does have to do with racial discrimination and things of that nature. So I don't want any arguments in the comment section. I don't want any type of discrimination in the comment section down below. I do not want it. If I see anything in the comment section, you guys are going to ruin it for everyone else because I will disable all the comments, okay? I do not want any negative vibes on my channel. I do not. So I'm telling you guys one more time, I want nothing related to race in the comment sections down below, or else I am disabling the comments. And I hate disabling the comments because I feel like you guys have the right to say what you want to say. But if what you're saying is gonna cause drama or hurt someone's feeling or attack a race or a group of people, I don't want it there, and I will disable the comments and nobody can say nothing about nothing, okay? So take my advice from now and be kind to one another, okay? Thank you. Okay, okay. I can't do my occurs anymore. Okay, okay, okay. Whatever. So this all started when why am I screaming? Oh my gosh. You guys can hear me when I talk like this, right? So I'm gonna talk like this from now on. I don't need to be screaming in all of my story times, okay? So this all happened when me and my friend Austin, that's his real name, went downtown Toronto, and we were just chilling. Like, first of all, let me describe what Austin looks like because it is a main factor of the story. He's a white guy, blonde hair, green eyes. I believe he's English and German. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's his mix. But he's just a white guy, okay? And me and Austin used to chill all the time. He's a chill dude, he's fun. We were never in a relationship or anything like that, like strictly just friends. Because back in the day, I used to be a tomboy, okay? I only hung out with guys because girls were drama. Girls are always talking about shopping and hair, and no, I'm not interested in them stuff. I'm still not interested in those stuff. But back then, I was just annoyed of girls. I hated being around girls, so almost all of my friends were guy friends. Not all of them, but a lot of the people I like to hang out with were guys. So me and Austin would chill all the time. We'd go downtown, go to parties together. My lipstick looks so good. Oh my god. Sorry. And he was just a really good friend to me. I've known him for, I think, over 7 years now. We don't talk or hang out that much now, but I did tell him I was gonna do this story. So what up, Austin? How you doing? What's up? How you doing? Anyways, so I'm the type of person who hates being stared at. I do not like when people stare at me. I don't care who you are, how old you are. You could be a baby, you could be a 98-year-old woman. I don't care. I don't like being stared at. I don't like being stared at. Which is why sometimes when I'm in the mall and I see like a group of girls, little girls staring at me, I completely forget I'm on YouTube. So I'm like, yo, why these kids staring at me? Like, I get so mad. And then they come up to me and be like, are you HeyParis? And I'm like, shoot, girl, yes I am. Oh my god, how you doing? Like, so don't stare at me. Just come and say hi, okay? I promise I don't bite. So like I was saying, I hate being stared at. So we're downtown in Eaton Center, which is like one of the biggest malls. Is it the biggest mall in Toronto? I don't know. Yeah, it has to be the biggest mall in Toronto. The biggest mall in Toronto. And me and Austin are walking by these group of like 4 or 5 girls. So they're having a big up conversation, like a full-blown conversation, like they're in the middle of talking. Me and Austin walk by them and they go silent and they're just staring at us. Like, sorry, did my presence interrupt your conversation? Like, I don't understand. That's another thing I hate, when I walk into a room and people stop talking and why you stop talking for? Continue your conversation. I'm not listening. I ain't trying to butt in. My presence should not stop your conversation with your friends. It shouldn't. So when that happened, I was already a little like cheesed because small things like that get to me. I'm like, hey, why did they stop talking? Like, what did I do? Like, why did my presence stop you from speaking? Anyways, so from there, I was already a little bit upset. But then we go down to the food court and I'm in line trying to buy my Chinese food because you know I'm always hungry, always. There's not a time where I'm not hungry. Matter of fact, I'm hungry right now. Like, so me and Austin are in line to get Chinese food. And if you're from Toronto, if you guys remember how Eaton Center used to be set up, it'd be like, this is a food line, this is the store, and then over here is another food line, there's the store, and they have like rope around so you can go in line. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So if I look this way, it's another food store and people in line. So out of nowhere, all I hear is ha! And I'm like, what in the hell is that? I turn my head, I see this black woman. She had dreads in Bantu knots, like wooden necklace, wooden spacers in her ears. Her outfit was a mess, and some high heels, like stripper high heels. Like her outfit, her everything just didn't make sense. It just, nothing added up. So I turn and I see her, and she's looking at me and she's going like this. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, what did I do to upset you? I don't get it. And then she starts going, shame, shame. So at this point, I'm like, this bitch has to be like crazy or something. She's either on drugs or something is just terribly, terribly wrong with her. At first, I wasn't sure if she was looking at me or not, but then after I kept looking at her, she was staring right in my soul. She was looking straight into my pupils, into my soul. She could have, like, she was all up in me. So I look at Austin and I'm like, what is wrong with her? This woman literally took the rope, you know, the rope that like leads you to the cash register when you're in line for food, took the rope, unattached it, and walked right in front of me in line. So she went in front of a couple that was in front of me and Austin, stood in front of me, and she said the following: you should be ashamed of yourself. A black woman with a white man? Do you realize that his ancestors was your ancestors' slave masters? Do you know your history? Do you know your ancestry? This is disgusting. I bet you're only with him so that you guys can have mixed babies. I'm appalled by your actions. Stop right there. That's not all that she said, but excuse me, miss. Excuse me, ma'am. Mrs. Lady. Bitch. Are you my mother? Are you my mom? First of all, did I come out of your uterus on July 10th? Did I? Did I? I'm just wondering because you're speaking to me as if you know me. You don't. I don't know this woman from a hole in a damn wall. I don't know this woman. Anyways, let's continue. This is what she said after that. And you're wearing weave. She touched my hair. Yes, she did. And you're wearing weave. You don't like the color of your skin. You don't like your natural hair. This is what you call self-hate. You're trying to fit in with European beauty standards. Your ancestors are rolling in their graves. You need to learn how to love yourself. You need to learn how to be yourself. Excuse me, ma'am, one more time. Is the weave on my head? On your head? Why are you concerned? Why? I love myself. I love my skin. I love my natural hair. The main reason why I wear weave is not because I have to. It's not because my hair is damaged. It's not because I permed my hair fell out and it's thin and braily. The reason why I like to wear weave is because I can switch up my style at any moment, at any time. I can have red hair, I can have gray hair, I can have straight black hair, curly hair. I can do whatever I want. I can look like a new person every week if I decided to, ho. So don't come for my weave. Don't. And she continued to say, do you really believe that this white man loves you? What he has is a black girl fetish. What is a black girl fetish? What? So at that point I stopped her. I said, and remember, you guys might see me on YouTube and be like, she a badass bitch, she gonna beat up anybody. No, I'm very shy. I'm very to myself. I don't speak up a lot, but in this moment I had to say something. So I said, excuse me, ma'am, you don't know me from anywhere, and although it's none of your business, this guy right here is not my boyfriend. We are not in a relationship. We've never been in a relationship, and even if we were in a relationship, why would that concern you that I'm dating a white guy? Why is that a problem? You don't know my first, my last, or my middle name. You don't know where I'm from. You don't know my background. You don't even know if this is my real hair or not, okay? So please keep your comments to yourself because I don't want to hear it. You're not my mom. That's basically the lines of what I said. At this point, she's talking about, don't backtalk your elders. I'm older than you. You shouldn't be talking back to me, bitch. Who are you? Who? I would like to know who you are. Can I see some ID? Can I? Because I don't know you, stranger danger. At this point, she's screaming at the top of her lungs, even though from the get-go when she was screaming at me from the other side of the line, she was yelling at the top of her lungs. She just got louder and louder and louder. And at this point, everyone in the mall on the floor where the food court is was staring at me and Austin. Everyone. Everyone. So she just still spitting all this bull crap about self-hate, weave, white boy, slave masters, all this bullshit. And I'm just like, bitch, your breath smell like booty. Get out of my face. Like, please. She was so loud to the point where the security came. Security came and said, basically, ma'am, you need to like leave these people alone. You're disturbing the peace, basically. Like, people are here to shop and eat food, and you're talking about my friend Austin is my slave master. Stop the fuckery. Stop it. So anyways, the security was white. It was a white man. And I guess he like touched her a little, like, ma'am, come on, let's go. And she dropped on the floor like the extra bitch that she is, talking about the security guard slapped her in the back of her head. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get your ass. I'm gonna need you to get your ass together, for real. So 2 other security guards came when she fell on the ground and pretended like she was hurt from someone going like this to her. It was a big black man, and like it looked like he was probably like Spanish or Mexican, something along those lines. And she looks at the black man and she says, my brother, help me. The black security guard was like, get your ass up, first of all, with your extra ass, and now we're gonna escort you out of the mall because you're causing problems for people and you're being unruly. So they escorted her out of the mall, and as they're pulling her away, she's looking at me, she's like, I'll pray for you, I'll pray for you. Girl, I do not need your prayers. Pray for your goddamn self, please. So while all this was going on, Austin was literally like behind me just laughing, because like, you know when you're nervous and you just laugh? He was laughing like, what's wrong with this woman? Like, she's actually crazy, she's out of her mind. And I was upset about that. I was like, why didn't you say anything? Like, why did you make me talk by myself? Why didn't you put your 2 cents in? Why didn't you like stand up for me? And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why me and him stopped being as close as we used to be, because I felt like, even though you're not my man, I feel like when I'm with a guy, I need to feel protected, and I felt like he just left me hanging. So we kind of drifted apart after that whole situation, but still got love for you, Austin, but you should have spoke up, boy. I'm just saying. Anyways, outside of Eaton Center is Dundas Square, which is kind of like Times Square for Toronto, I want to say. Not as pretty, not as bright, not as, you know, whatever, but I would say it's Times Square for Toronto. There's usually people out there preaching about like God, Christianity, Islam, stuff like that. If you're from Toronto, you know the guy who's in front of Forever 21 all the time and he's like, believe. Yeah, that's where I was. And I see the lady again. This time she's talking to a black guy and a white girl. I was like, okay, she's dedicating her life to being an annoying bitch. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make this upset me, because she probably stops interracial couples all the time and just tries to ruin their day. Because do you really believe, by the way, the couple had a baby, so do you really believe that if you're gonna go up to an interracial couple and be like to the man, do you realize her ancestors was your ancestors slave owners, or whatever she said to me? Do you think the black guy's gonna be like, you know what? You're right. I don't want my child anymore, and I don't want my wife anymore, because you're right. Like, my white girlfriend, her ancestors were my ancestors' slave masters. Stop the madness. It is 2016. 2016, okay? Stop it. Please. Anyways, I just thought that was crazy. I wanted to share with you guys. Austin reached out to me a couple days ago to congratulate me on all of my YouTube success, and that was a story time that just came to mind, and I wanted to share with you guys. I want to hear what you guys think, but I just don't want it to be a racial argument in the comment section down below, but I really do want to hear what you guys think about the story that I told you today. So please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about what she said. Follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all that jazz is in the description box down below. Love you guys so much. Don't gotta tell you twice, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. By the way, my camera died, so that's why everything looks different out of the random blue. Okay. Bye.